important that such a program is held because women need to be recognised for the important contribution that they make to public service. It's interesting when you look at the data that women here in New South Wales Public Service represent 64% of the workforce. But something happens at a certain cutover point where women that then progress to senior leadership positions, the percentage of women represented drops. So we're at currently about 37% of women in leadership positions. So I think it's critically important that we recognise women who have achieved and reached that 37% and offer them the opportunity to be role models for other women in the public sector. I think there are a number of strategies through which we can support women to achieve senior executive roles. One of those relates to flexibility around working and then career progression. Women obviously, when they go through childbearing years, have an absence from work, and sometimes that can affect the career trajectory. And even in early parenting years, it's challenging for women to commit in an environment that is always wanting to operate on presenteeism and being there and on the ladder and moving up. I always emphasise to young women that mothering can be an important dimension of your personal and professional development and should be embraced, and if you can juggle the work and have flexible practices around that, that will round you off as a professional that then is well equipped to develop through the ranks when the time is right. I think the other most important thing in developing women is having the dialogue and the conversation that women are different from men. They have different attributes, they have different perceptions about issues and management that are consistent, surprisingly, but if they're recognised and developed and mentored in the appropriate way, they can achieve success equivalent to men or even greater. I'd like to emphasise that women play a critical role in the public sector and in service delivery, and their leadership is successful to the delivery of those services. It's well documented in the media, the gender diversity issue about women on boards, women in corporate life, and the public sector is no different. The value and contribution that women make to service delivery and the public sector really then represents the true community values of the diversity with which we deal with.